Yeah, I think it's just like learning to embrace your differences instead of hiding them or trying to conform to something that doesn't suit you.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You
look so good.
So do you. I was going to ask Alex, Allie, what do you like to go by?
Yeah, Alex is the best because my name is extremely long and quite the mouthful.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, you're one of my childhood heroes.
Oh,
It's
stop.
like,
You're so sweet.
reasons I wanted to become an Olympian, so like it's like a little nerve-wracking for sure. But
Well, the admiration is mutual. I've been researching you. I've been learning all about you, and I'm so impressed.
oh, thank you.
So thank you. Thanks for taking the time. Alex, let's go back to the beginning. How did you get introduced to ski jumping?
Well, I watched the 2010 Olympics and I really liked the ski jumping. I mean, I was like fascinated by the Olympics in general, but ski jumping really spoke to me. And I asked my parents to try it and they were like, you know, you're doing so many sports right now, let's wait a couple years. And eventually I did get to try it and yeah, I fell in love with the first jump.
What's the biggest challenge you face?
For sure, it's the not having any ski jumps in Canada. I grew up 5-10 minutes from the ski jumps and, you know, now they're kind of just sitting there disintegrating in front of my eyes. And I chose to move to Germany at 15 because I said I wanted to be a ski jumper. I wanted to, go to the Olympics. And my parents said, okay, like, we'll make it happen. Like, we're here for you. And so I think that was for sure the biggest challenge. I also, I don't think I realized at the time that there was an inequity in women's ski jumping, and so it didn't bother me quite yet with that.
At what point did you recognize that gender gap?
I think as soon as I started, the amount of male athletes on the team compared to female athletes was like a huge difference. When I was on the development team, I was the only girl, and so I think I started to see that pretty early on in the sport. And this year we have our first Crystal Globe, so our first overall title for ski flying, which is like a big deal for us, as well as our first large hill event at the Olympics. So our sport has come a long way, especially in the last 4 years when I've been competing. So it's really cool to kind of get to be a part of the positive impact that the older athletes have been fighting for so long.
Yeah, you've been a huge part of that, a really significant impact on that change in gender parity.
I think that I've been someone who more got to reap the benefits than who actually was pushing for change, because I was so young when I kind of came onto the scene. I was for sure pushing for it as well, but the older athletes who have such a voice in the sport were really the ones who were leading the charge, and lots of them never got to see what they asked for because they retired before our sport had any publicity.
And that's changed.
Yeah.
Since Beijing, you've become a world champion,
Yeah.
a World Cup winner.
Yeah.
You are the face of ski jumping in Canada. How do you handle everything that comes with that success?
I think for me, I'm kind of isolated from that all because I live in Slovenia, and so when I come home, it's definitely a little different. And I think around other athletes, they know, my story, but I think it's something that bonds us more together than, sets me apart. And I think that's pretty cool.
Having that separation, living and training in Slovenia, I'm told you're a bit of a rock star there. The sport is on a different level there.
Yeah.
So the notoriety, the recognition, the demands from fans and media alike, are you used to that kind of attention now?
I think I'm used to it now, and especially because my first year on World Cup, I finished the season with an Olympic medal, so I kind of got used to it quite quickly. But now it's you have the people, they're holding up your Wikipedia page at the restaurant across from you, and they're
They think they're being subtle.
They're trying to figure out if it's you, and they're doing the and then they're trying to do the stalker photos, and you're okay, this is a little awkward, but
With a mouthful of food.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
eating pasta, and it's oh.
Yeah. Many of us will never know what it feels like to fly through the air like you do. Can you try and describe what that sensation is like?
Oh, it's so hard because it is more of an internal feeling. It feels like the whole world slows down around you. You kind of have a different perception of time and space. And it's that feeling of being really light and weightlessness. And you can feel yourself creating energy and momentum, and there's something pretty special about that.
do you seek that out in other ways, in other forums as well? Are you an adrenaline kind of junkie?
Yeah, that's, I think, part of the reason I definitely ended up in this sport. My brother and I would be sliding in boxes down the stairs and jumping off, the bunk bed with pillows, and we like to adventure, and I think that that's something that's a family value for sure. And so I don't think it was just me that was an adrenaline seeker, and it definitely plays a big role in my life.
You come by it honestly.
Yeah, there's no chance for me. Both my parents are adrenaline junkies, so.
One thing I'd love to touch on, if you're open to it, is you've spoken about ADHD.
Yes.
And living with ADHD.
Yeah.
And I love the way you framed it as a competitive advantage, almost like a superpower.
Yeah.
Can you share more about that?
We sit up there for 20 to 60 minutes to wait for our turn to jump. And so, when everyone's thinking about over and over, what am I going to do, and overthinking things, my brain's kind of just off doing its own thing, kind of just wandering. And then when it's time to compete, I kind of slowly rein it back in. And then, ADHD is really good for that hyper focus, that 15 seconds of just doing one thing, and that's exactly what you need in ski jumping.
I love thinking about all of the young kids watching this, adults too, actually, watching this and feeling seen and heard and represented and maybe inspired, to unlock some version of their potential in a different way.
Yeah, I think it's just learning to embrace your differences instead of hiding them or trying to conform to something that doesn't suit you.
Mm-hmm. You've brought a pair of moccasins with you.
Yes.
Today.
My mucklucks.
These
aren't my actual mucklucks, because mine are in Europe, so these are my backups.
Okay.
And
because yours are in Europe for a specific purpose.
Yes, they belong on the podium, so I always wear my moccasins on the podium. My grandfather was a residential school survivor, and I think that his grit and determination that he used for survival was passed down onto me through my father, and it was I got to use it to become a better athlete and use it to propel myself in sport instead of having to survive. So I always try to represent every part of me, and also it's kind of like the Canadian story, is having a little bit of family history from here and a little bit from there, and I think it's important that everyone feels seen, and it's a big part of Canadian history.
It is, and it's incredibly personal to you.
Yeah.
But also an amazing opportunity to use your platform to celebrate your Indigenous heritage and roots. What are you most looking forward to as you look ahead to these Olympic Games?
I think having my family there. My first games were during COVID, so even though they were great games for me, I didn't have my family and my friends there, which was really hard. I mean, it was great. I was there for sure. I'm super grateful, but yeah, it's definitely an exciting time. I always tend to perform better when my family's there, so I'm very glad that they'll be there to support me. And I have my family and my extended family, and all my close family friends are coming, so I'm really looking forward to it.
It's great to hear about what they mean to you and what they represent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
We're cheering for you.
Thank you.